We define learning design as looking at the standard that the students are ultimately expected to learn in the grade level. We're scaffolding where the students need scaffolds. Everything we plan correlates with how we're going to move the students from where they're beginning to where they're going to end.
Making sure we're looking at the standards before and after the grade level standards. How are we going to assess the kids? How are we going to make sure they know what we want them to know? How are we going to get there?
We're looking at our district resources to see which resources align directly with the standards.
What resources can we bring in from the entire team to make sure that we have the best product to present to the kids?
That collective effort in the teacher-based team is essential because everyone brings in their own flair, they bring in their own ideas.
Making sure you have valid, reliable data that you can look at which kids are doing well in this content or this standard and which kids are struggling. I had a specific student really good at science. He was great, he had great knowledge. He could answer everything orally. But if I asked him to write an answer, he really struggled. He had some OT issues that he was working on with some of our special ed teachers. But he knew the content. One thing I did for him was allowed him to use Canvas, and he would record himself in studio, and he could record his answers to questions instead of having to write them. What we would expect of the kids, we do it with them. So we make sure they know what it looks like to have success in that content or in that standard before we expect them to do it on their own.
The more frequent formative assessments we can do with the students, the quicker we can make corrections and help support their learning. It might be an exit ticket, it might be a quick write.
There's not just one way that they are having to respond to whatever the content is throughout the entire unit or throughout the entire standard being taught. Because for some kids, one way is a great way to show their learning. For others, it's a different way.
One of the things that we've spent quite a few months on is helping build a science Canvas platform for K through 5. The more we can put in one place, the easier it is for the teachers to do their best instruction.
When I hear learning design, I immediately think this is not something I could do by myself. This is something I need a group of like-minded teachers together. We have the goal of having success so that the kids can have success.
These are our kids, and it's our responsibility to educate our kids. And so if we work together and we use the resources as we're supposed to and we teach the standards, we're going to set our kids up for success. And that's our ultimate goal as educators, is we want to produce the best possible students out of Columbus City schools so that when they're out there in the real world, they feel prepared and employers look at our students and say, wow, Columbus City schools teachers really did something with these children. So if we can all think about our kids deserve the best and keep that mantra in the back of our head, I think we're gonna do great things in Columbus.